Chairman McKenzie, committee members, and guests, my name is Jonathan Somlar, and I'm here to ask for your support of House Bill 222. Today, university bureaucrats and others opposed to this bill have told you and will tell you that college students who hold concealed weapons licenses are nothing more than drunken frat boys who would stumble about campus firing indiscriminately were it not for campus gun bans holding them back. I beg to differ. I'm 26 years old, married, a 2007 graduate of Boise State University, and a full-time student at the University of Idaho College of Law. I'm also a lifelong hunter, a veteran of the Iraq War, a non-commissioned officer in Idaho Air National Guard, and a concealed weapons license holder. Like other student concealed weapons license holders, I'm a mature, responsible, law-abiding citizen trained in firearms usage who carries responsibly off campus in restaurants, shopping centers, public parks, and other areas. Student concealed weapons license holders do not suddenly go insane when we cross an arbitrary line at the edge of campus. We would carry just as responsibly at public libraries on campus as we currently do at public libraries off campus. You may hear platitudes about the need for local control by university presidents, but what does this really mean? When I was a student at Boise State, this meant I could not keep firearms in my student apartment, locked in the trunk of my car, or even at the campus police station, because no firearms were allowed anywhere on campus, period. I had to choose between risking expulsion and giving up hunting for several years, a hard choice indeed for an outdoors-loving Idaho boy who lived for the thrill of pursuing mule deer across sagebrush-covered mountains. To the University of Idaho, local control means the ability to trample on the constitutional rights of anyone who crosses the magic campus boundary line. Just last week, in the court case mentioned by Mr. Peterson earlier, where a student has challenged U of I's gun ban, the university argued that its local control means that it is not bound by Article 1 of the Idaho Constitution, that it is outside that. Article 1, Section 11 provides that the rights of the citizens to keep and bear arms shall not be abridged. If university presidents exercising local control can ban firearms on campus without offending the Constitution, they can also ban free speech, prevent peaceable assembly, prohibit the free exercise of religion, and attack all the other rights guaranteed by the Idaho Constitution. In essence, local control means that the rights of thousands of Idahoans are subject to the whims of a few unelected bureaucrats. At U of I, local control means that students like myself, who were once trusted by this nation's military to carry automatic weapons into combat, are not trusted by the university with a slingshot. You may hear university officials say that students have voiced no opposition to current gun bans, but are they actually listening to students? I'm the co-president of the Federalist Society at U of I, a student organization which in October of last year hosted an event addressing campus gun bans with the noted scholar Dr. John Lott, author of More Guns, Less Crime. We invited the U of I administration to take part to answer student questions about why a policy banning functional firearms on campus is necessary. But the administration refused to even respond to repeated emails, phone calls, or letters about this matter. University administrators prefer to ignore the voices of students. I represent another student organization at the University of College of Idaho as well, the Market Liberals, from whom I would like to read a message. Our student group firmly supports House Bill 222 because currently the colleges and universities of Idaho are exercising a power to regulate the rights of students that they do not have. The Idaho Constitution ensures that the people of Idaho will be free from government intervention in the right to keep and bear arms. The few exceptions listed, including regulating the concealed carry of firearms, are left to the legislature alone. University and college administration should not be allowed to infringe on a person's individual rights, and that is why we support House Bill 222. I'm also here today to represent
Senator Davis.
I came committed to not ask any questions, if I might, however.
Go ahead, Senator.
Thank you. Are the leaders of my church wrong in precluding guns on campus at BYU and BYU Idaho?
Mr. Chairman, Senator Davis, BYU Idaho is a private institution. It is private property owned by your church.
Sorry, Senator Davis.
From a safety point of view, are the leaders of my church wrong?
Mr. McKenzie, Senator Davis, they've made a risk-based decision that they are entitled to make as known as a private property. As a state institution subject to the Idaho Constitution, that is a decision that the University of Idaho is not entitled to make.
Follow-up, Chairman.
Go ahead, Senator Davis.
Does that mean they are?
What that means, Senator Davis, is that it is their right under the Idaho Constitution to make that decision. University of Idaho does not have that right.
Follow-up, Chairman.
Senator Davis.
You spoke at the beginning and assured me that I could have confidence that people who have a concealed weapon permit, that the conduct that they participate in off campus is the same type of conduct they would have on campus. Did I understand you correct?
You did, Senator Davis. There is no magical transformation that occurs when you step off University Avenue onto the grass at Boise State. You're still the same person.
Follow-up, Chairman.
Senator Davis.
Just a brief remark. To you and the other presenters here today, my 23-year-old son was shot 8 years ago, last week, by a concealed weapon permit holder, both BSU students, off campus at a college environment. I know for you that you served our country nobly. I thank you for it. I trust you. But there are others that I have concerns about. This is not an intellectual exercise for me and my family. To you and your successors who speak here today, please be sensitive in couching your remarks.
Mr. Chairman,
Thank you.
Senator Davis, I'm very sorry for your tragic loss. If I may continue.
Are there other questions from the committee? Seeing none, thank you for your testimony.
I'm also representing the Hunting and Fishing Club at Idaho Law. It's a student organization that consists of 83 members, nearly a third of the student body at Idaho Law. I have a statement from them as well in support of this bill. Great. If I may read that.
We've got a basket there. If you've got written testimony, leave that there. But it's noted in our record that you're representing them and here on their behalf.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you for coming down here for your testimony. John Yuda.